This kind of finale.
It's week 18 of the 2023 season, and we'll see the versatile Deebo Samuel on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards.
That's right.
It's the 49ers and the Cardinals, and it's all up next.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store.
Sharks in the Bay Area. The Bay Area. The Bay. Or there's sharks in the Bay, trust me. Prehistoric shark.
Alongside Charles Davis up here in the booth. And Charles, for fans of defensive football, I don't think it gets any better than this. We get to see the league's best and second best defenses square off in a game where points probably figure to be at a premium. But they dole them out, and if each of them has their way, we'll take a 0-0 game into overtime, partner. Very rare to see either one of these defenses slip up more than a couple of times in a game, so when there's a mistake, if you're the opposing offense, you better take advantage and capitalize, because you won't get many shots at the end zone, many shots at kicking field goals. This is going to be a fun one.
Bay 14. They're the number one seed. Not the number one seed, number.
He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads him out.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I have to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers, because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Oh, that's all right.
For well over 400 yards. First carry for James Conner, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
That's all right.
Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Murray going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, especially when you're not. No, they'll be here before you know it.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a touchdown.
James Conner from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown from Arizona.
That's right.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his 2nd season out of North Dakota State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here we go. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they were trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Did the suit.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 23-yard run. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. A short kick taken at the 18. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 30.
Gonna have a short stream, guys.
Back out there comes the
Then we're gonna hop on Twitch.
their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown.
That way you get some YouTube content out there.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute?
Washington beat the Dallas. Oh, man.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
That's all right.
So they just need
Let's go, defense.
to pick up the first down.
It goes 8-8.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down.
Trey Lance. He's a guy that I think San Francisco wants to keep.
And now they'll throw with Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Lance going to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
They start with a give to Connor. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Connor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Murray and company going for it on 4th.
Come on!
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
God damn.
Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
This damn defense is so solid.
And Lance again going to keep it. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
All right.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Wisnowski on to as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
You're off the kicker.
James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's right.
Cardinal 1st down on a gain.
That's right, guys.
To throw, it's It's Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Cardinals had 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
On 1st and 10 is count. 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness. Did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus? And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Connor up the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Murray now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Touchdown.
Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A.J. Green with career touchdown number 75. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense, they're coming back out on the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. J.J. Watt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away.
Cardinals know it too.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's in his zone. Second quarter already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game.
That's right.
1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 6.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
That's right.
Here's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
God damn it, Trey Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That's right, baby. What?
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away from the 10. He's had a great season, plenty of touchdown passes, but that last throw, not one of his finer moments, as it was returned for a touchdown on the pick 6. Now he starts again here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
What? 4 and 13.
Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Yeah, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Oh, yeah.
So that challenge, a successful one.
That's right.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second-ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. To throw again on second down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Oh!
For more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete.
God damn!
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Going deep for Hopkins.
What?
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Fuck!
Well, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18,
Team.
NFL regular
season.
Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it.
Quick.
We'll kick it off with a good one in the NFC West.
Let's get right to it.
North to take on Seattle. And it's the Rams who have the lead in the second quarter. Cooper Kupp, well over 100 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. From there, let's head down to Nevada to check in on the Raiders in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And that game all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers.
Yeah.
Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's got some space here. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here. He's got it to the 43 here. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Sermon now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Nobody expected.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Steps away to his left. Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cards are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's it.
Here's a handoff to Connor. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 118 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a nice miles. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the real challenge for him.
Bullshit, Kyle. I like Kyle Shanahan. Good coach.
That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
First down.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Connor, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I just wondered before that last play if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said we've been run over, run around, run through all game long.
Open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown Arizona. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Jesus.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona.
He's mad because he's getting his ass beat.
The touchdown out is Prater to kick. A short kick, go on offense once more. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
No, we weren't.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Shotgun now for Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Lance looks to throw again. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And his pass incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Sorry, guys.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 133 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Sorry.
On the handoff, Connor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Connor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll run here with Connor, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game.
Yeah, that's right.
We have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point good by Prater, and it is 42-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner?
Yeah.
Points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, your remote's clicking off right now. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Oh.
For Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
All right.
The 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25 on second down, Lance. Touchdown 49ers.
Alright.
Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 7 on the year.
We'll give IE that. Thank you, one watcher.
Finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
That's right.
Murray going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I hope the Cardinals keep their coach.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Jesus.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get
That's our guy.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
That's right.
Back to throw it, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Murray.
Oh, come on, really?
Time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession.
Trying to get the ball to freaking Ertz.
Right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Lance going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray now on first down. Finding Ertz again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. There's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
From the gun, Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Arizona, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they wanted desperately to finish above 500, but that will not happen as it is an 8-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end.
That's right. And who are they going to be playing the playoff?
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions. I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to knock the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shepherd. No, there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive. The streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class. Seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united. Allegiance my soul forever. I murder my adolescence. Assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things. I hand
Highway.
my point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm stepping whenever I'm in your town. The warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist, grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant, so are you. Don't switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego since the world full of villains. Then let's introduce
One more game, guys. Game, guys, and we're going on Twitch 2 hours.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Cards coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
All right, guys. Here we go. Cardinal Nation.
Championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out.
City against Baltimore.
As he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Second down. Here's an option right. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, it's Counter. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from Rams territory, giving to Connor on the option. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the draw, Connor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Run that ball.
Again, a run with Connor. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
They're wearing out the defense.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 46 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Murray again. This is Connor. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Murray getting this complete to Connor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Murray sets to throw on 4th.
Nice catch.
Attempt, but he still brings it in. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's the defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
That's right.
So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. End zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get hit points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah.
You know, you usually say
That's what they do, right?
That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB and his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On 1st down at Stafford. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a 1st down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way.
Holla.
Possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They're just...
From the gun, a give to Connor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
6-0 our score after one. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
That's all right.
Again, it's Connor. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sorry.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Yes.
James Conner taking it in for 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Well, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
In Tampa. I think they went with Tampa.
And he takes this near the 20. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the
We really
game.
don't know.
They trail early on the
Baltimore
road in the playoffs.
again.
Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Rolling to his right, and his throw here is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far.
We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there.
Got 2nd and 5. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That guy.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Yeah, but guess what? Time to run that clock.
Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
All right.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Okay.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, you're so gay. Okay.
So past the 20, call it the 21. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They run behind center with Connor. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Connor up the middle. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Prior to that, they were 2 for 2 on 4th down conversions in this ball game. Now 3 for 3.
And you've got to figure their luck's got to run out at some point, doesn't it? I will just tell you from a defense's point of view, someone has to step forward on 4th down and make a play himself because they're just letting it happen to him right now.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's a handoff to Connor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7 on the handoff. Connor. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll run here with Connor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A final shot before half from Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a way to keep people away.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on out to our studios.
Hell yeah, baby.
Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the game in the NFC, and it looks like we've got a good one in store. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sorry, guys.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Baby, let's go.
And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
That's right, baby.
So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, This defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps their cause.
He's throwing his helmet out. He's pissed.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense.
He's throwing his helmet all over the damn place.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
That's a
27. Here's Stafford. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
And this defense is. They kept the #1 spot in that division all year round. J.J. Watt retired.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Going right back to Akers. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well. And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
He's mad. He's throwing his Gatorade ball to the play. He's pissed. Awful on Indianapolis.
It's up and good, and they're in control now. 35-7.
He's pissed off. He's pretty mad. Look at all the Rams players. They're not happy. Throwing his Gatorade bottle all the play. He's not happy.
Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score it here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Rams are pissed because they can't score, they can't do anything.
Stafford going to give this, and he loses the football a second time. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
It's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. There's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Connor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They run with Connor. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Pass the ball.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Akers. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Again, it'll be Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3rd and goal, trying to make
Come on, Niners.
At least a little more respectable.
Win.
Now Stafford. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench
bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making a punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 197 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Murray from midfield.
First down.
Get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This is Connor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Holding, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Connor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Connor on the read option. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
All right.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray.
Damn it, Murray.
Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Fuck you, Aaron Donald, you bitch.
I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems simple.
Yeah, well, there, certainly that leads to a play action sack. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cards are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now the Cardinals yet again lining up for the 2-point try. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, Somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this spot.
No.
Okay.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
41 to 10, guy.
Yard line. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got him in. Complete. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 47 yards. Stafford on 1st down. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They're just mad because they're getting their asses handed to them.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Back to throw. Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson from 10 yards out. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man. Higbee, the tight end. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No, they're not.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this being inside 2 minutes of play. Everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Back to throw it, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there.
Dammers too.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now Murray. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Throwing now is Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Yep.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And
Damn it.
He's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Going deep for Hopkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long.
That's right, guys. Super Bowl, baby. Here you go, guys.
Can't throw dirt on the underground, we thriving. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex no get ready. See, we don't ride nobody with. We the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. Those so hard in the option. That's how you know we lit.
Alright, guys. Going on Twitch here. And on Twitch. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Those guys do.